Hi everybody, welcome to today's tutorial. We're going to take a look at Flipgrid, and the main objective here is to learn how to get into Flipgrid, create an account, create a group, and then create a topic within that group to get your students interacting with each other. So to begin, you go to Educator Login or Educator Sign Up, and then you will just simply sign in. Now it's going to ask you if you want to utilize a Google or a Microsoft login for email. Our school utilizes Gmail, so I'm going to click the Google login. And this is also how your students will access it as well, Flipgrid, but we'll talk more about that in a couple minutes. Now, once you get inside of Flipgrid, you're going to notice on the left-hand side, it will automatically populate with any groups you have already created. Or if you're new to Flipgrid, you won't have any in here yet. That's okay, you'll get them. You'll notice it will tell you the names of them. I organize them by course name. You don't have to do that. You can put them in however you want. And it'll also give you the number of responses and when it was last updated. The topics, this is what the actual assignment for your students will be, or the interaction or engagement that you want them to do in here. And again, it will tell you how many responses it's had and then which specific group it is in. And it's really pretty nice. So if you, for instance, click on it, it'll tell you how many views there were, how many responses, comments, and time in terms of engagement. So it's pretty nice. Now, what we're going to do for today is we're going to create a group. So simply select Create a Group. And then you need to decide first if you want it to be private or public. Public, anybody can view it. So I like to keep mine private so just those in the class can look at it. So I'm going to just create a group. And then you'll notice here, it will randomly leave up a code for you. It'll randomly print a code for you, or not print, but input a code. So you can actually change this to make it a little more customizable. So maybe I want to go Cormos example, for instance. Maybe you want to change that to your last name and your course number or your course name, whatever you would like to do, and it's customizable. And then this will ask you how you want your students to access it. Click student email, and then it's going to ask you what domain you would like to add so people can enter your group or topic based upon that. We're at ashland.edu, so that is what we use. Now it's going to allow you, if you would like, to duplicate topics from previous groups. That is completely up to you. You can or cannot. Note though, what's nice about it is if you duplicate the topic, all of the previous videos from previous courses or classes will not be in there. It will be fresh, brand new for your students. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this right now. Again, you can see how now you can share it. So you can have a QR code, you can embed it, you can use Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom, or Remind. Now I'm going to skip this step for right now. I'm just going to go to the group, but you can share this with the group, with your students, and it acts the same way as when you share a topic. So now you're inside of your actual group. You can see your code for students to join that group, and then you can add a co-pilot if you choose, which just allows basically like a co-teacher. For actions, you can see the different things that are available for you here. One thing that I like is the export data, which you can specifically check out later on. We'll look at it in a moment. For edit group, you can change, for instance, the title of your group name. You can change the join code. Be wary of the character limits down here, only 45 limits for the group name. Again, the access control, how you want students to get in there. Your features, so maybe you can leave it active, or maybe you want to hide it because you don't want students to be able to see it. Either it's an upcoming assignment or an assignment from the past, and you don't want them to see it. You can also allow students to receive an email when anything is created within that topic. And then personalization, you can upload an image. This is kind of like the header for it. And then what you can also do is change that as well. So I'll just grab one from nature, and we'll go with this one here, and we will update the group. Now notice our image has changed. So now the next step that we would like to do is actually go in and create our topic. So what we want our students to do. Hit add a topic, and we'll just call this hello. This could be like a course introduction. Say hello to everyone. And now you'll notice you can choose how much time you want. One thing I would say is I would recommend putting in a time limit in there just to give your students some expectations. That's up to you. And then you can notice in here, you can actually go in and change the amount of time that you would like them to utilize. I'll stick with 2 minutes here. If you want closed captions, you can utilize those right here. They're pretty nice. You can see also one thing that's important, especially if you're doing K-12, but also maybe in higher ed, is the videos are open to you as the moderator to post or not. So a student, for instance, posts something. If you select this video moderation option, you actually have the chance to review any videos or submissions before you activate them for the class to see. So especially if you're teaching like K-12, you want to make sure that nobody's trying to sneak in a video in there and then delete it real quick. That's inappropriate perhaps. So that's a good little option for you. Again, you have different ways in which you can personalize your topic page, recording an image or video, excuse me, uploading an image. I like to add a GIF. And then what I'll do is I'll go to this website here, Giphy, and I'll just type in a search term, and I'll pull up different GIFs based upon that search term. We're going to grab Forrest Gump, copy that link, and now we come back to our topic, paste in our GIF, and there it is. One thing I did want to point out here under the More Options button is you can add a link to something if you would like. So say, for instance, you want to put in a presentation. So I just copy my link and put in my title, and I have an attachment ready to go. I can make this active, I can freeze this, or I can hide it. I can also schedule specific dates for availability, just like you would in most discussion forums. So if I only want it to be open for a week, it can be open for just 1 week, which is really nice. Also, you can get email notifications when basically like updates every day of what happens in terms of who's uploaded videos and whatnot. And you can see the frequency here in which you can change that. Students can download and share the videos. Also, the video and selfie styles, you can go ahead and change that in there if you would like. But I prefer to leave all this open with the comments and the view count and the likes and things like that. Also, allowing people to go in and video edit is really helpful. And then if you would like for feedback, you can also put in essentially basic feedback that they give you for grading, or you can actually go in and include a rubric if you would like to customize your feedback. If you would like that to just be your default settings, you just simply select that box. For Create Topic, our topic is ready. Now we're going to share this with the students in a minute, but before we do that, I just wanted to show you what it looks like in here. So now here is your topic. Here is your writing prompt, which you can see. You could probably expand upon that. Here's your join code, and here is that hyperlink to the presentation that I'll be giving at a professional development. So that was really, really nice. Now to get started, it's very simple. You just simply hit the record a response option. And then that will bring you up here onto this screen, which will allow you to record different videos. Now, one thing I wanted to show you, as a teacher, I like to get in here and record some sort of introduction video for the students just to break the ice and kind of get things started, give them an example as well. And you'll notice under effects, there's all sorts of different things. So for instance, I can throw in a filter if I would like to, right? I can go, we'll leave it on black and white, sure, why not? And then you go back here, you can look at different effects. You can put in picture frames, you can put in emojis. So maybe you have a situation where you want there to be anonymous responses. You simply select it, and you can go in, have the students not enter their name, and then they put in an emoji over their face. Or just a kind of, how are you feeling today about something? That could also work. And again, when I go back to effects and emojis, you'll see there's a whole bunch of different options in here for you, which are all pretty cool, pretty fun. You can have really a lot of fun with it and make it customizable and kind of more engaging for your students. Also, you can draw. So if I want to do that or highlight something, I can go ahead and do that. And to remove the drawing, you just simply go up here to the top left corner and clear, and it's gone. You can do the same thing. You can put in a whiteboard, for instance, if you would like. That's up to you. You'll notice here in the right-hand corner, you can have you have the option where students can select this and they can get a little preview or review, I should say, of what the topic was. And also they can click this here to leave a sticky note. Once you are finished, you just simply hit record. Thank you for coming to our tutorial today. Select next. Thank you for coming to our tutorial today. And it will actually allow you, hit the next button again, I'm sorry, and it will actually allow you to preview your video. And then to post, you take a selfie. That's horrible. We'll do that again. All right, that's sure that works. And now you hit next, and then it will allow you to, if you would like, put in your name and a title into the video. And then once you do that, you'll notice the video actually goes and appears within your responses. So there's your response, right? Now, what I want to do real quick is I want to show you what this looks like from the student perspective. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your code and just copy that join code. I'm going to open an incognito tab and paste in my Flipgrid URL, which you will share with your students. I'll join with Google just like I would ordinarily. Enter my password. And now I'm in as the student view. Now for the student view, you notice it's a little more stripped down, a little more basic, and their responses come up here. So for instance, if I want to record a response as a student, I just simply hit record response. And that will allow me to go in and do everything that I just did for my own video. So again, I go in and record. Hi everyone, thanks for coming. Now this time, just go ahead and hit next. Hi everyone, thanks for coming. Sounds good. This time I'm going to add an effect. I'm going to add a pair of sunglasses. Just for fun, just to make it a little bit more engaging. And this is really, again, kind of fun to do just on your own, if you would like. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and skip that because of time. I was dropping an emoji. There we go. Hit next, and now I'll go in and upload your response. Hit complete. And now you'll notice you have 2 videos there for students to leave a comment on another video. Thank you for coming to our tutorial today. They would just simply hit record a response. Here's a response to the video. Here's a response to the video. Take our selfie. And now you'll notice that video upload pretty quickly. And now you'll see underneath there are different videos that pop up here as well. So really, it's really pretty easy. And now going back to the teacher view, you'll notice if I refresh, I have these different posts from students. And if I want to go in and respond to one, all I do is simply watch the video and hit add a comment to like reply, basically. Here is the comment for the video. And then what this will do will actually put a picture of your video, just like you did for the regular traditional posts. This will actually be in there for you. So I'll submit. And now look, once I go back, here's the comment. It loads directly underneath. And when I go to my grid, you'll see it appears as there's one comment available. So that's really all you do. It's really pretty simple. It's very simple to communicate with your students. It's really engaging. One last thing I wanted to show you before the end here is the discovery option. Discovery is a great way to go in and get pretty much templates or pre-made topics for your class. So for instance here, the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, you can go ahead and here's a whole bunch of topics for you that your students can go in and look at. Again, it's really pretty fun, it's engaging, and it really makes a difference in your class, especially in an online learning environment. So again, go back to my discussions here and you can see everything is here. Here's my example. It has 3 responses and so forth. So I hope you found this to be a valuable and enjoyable tutorial. Flipgrid's a really great tool to get in there and engage with your students, both with each other, but also on that student-teacher interaction. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me here on YouTube and ask any questions you have.